What a misty day. Yes, it is quite the misty day today. It is the morning of the 16th of January and I've come up to Tilly's plot to do a bit of work for her today. Now, as you guys would have seen in the last vlog that we uploaded, Tilly mentioned that she wanted 2 raised beds built in her plot. Now, raised beds are excellent if you want to keep your allotment or your garden nice and tidy, and they're also perfect if you have mobility issues. I've been allotmenteering since May 2023, and in that time, I've built 6 raised beds. So I kind of have a process and a way of working, and I kind of know how to put them together quite well, I think. You guys can be the judge of that. So we've gathered all our materials already. We're going to get the kettle on, have a nice cup of coffee, and then we'll get on with the build. And I'll show you guys what I'm doing along the way. So this is where I'm going to be building the raised bed today, right in front of the chicken run. The reason for that is the back of the raised bed will stop them from digging underneath because they're trying to get out, as chickens do. So what we're going to do first of all, we've got these decking planks. These are 2.4 meters. They come pre-treated, so there's no need for us to do anything to them. I can literally just knock up the raised bed and that's it, it's done. The length of the raised bed will be the 2.4 meters and the width will be a 2.4 meter panel cut into 3 parts. The raised bed will also be, say, about this high, so 3 decking panels tall. Right, let's get to cutting. As you guys know, we like to recycle things on our plots as much as possible. Now these are old stakes that Tilly used for her raspberries. Now the raspberries are gone, I'm going to use these as corn supports for the raised bed. Now I've measured them about 30 inches, about halfway up, but I've got a problem because this saw is so old and blunt, it's just hardly cutting. I don't know how I managed to do the decking. So, you know what? Let's get the mini chainsaw out. Well, there we are. That made light work of that. So we have got enough stakes to start piecing the decking boards together. And as you may have seen in the background, Tilly's just turned up. And it's time for the chickens to have their, well, it's lunchtime, so lunch. Well, Nick and Tilly, Mum and Dad have turned up.
Oh, look, the robin's over there.
Oh, yeah.
Our cheeky robin.
Yeah, bless her.
Yeah, very territorial, aren't they?
Yeah, I just fed the chooks and I gave them the treat of grapes. They absolutely loved them and they nearly all came pounding out after me. Blooming things.
Chickens.
Yeah, so we've just come up. I'm going to do some stuff up here in a minute because Tom's doing my raised bed, as you'll know. And just to let you know that the week after next, we're doing a members blog. Nick and I are going down to Camelot Castle at Tintagel for 3 nights. So we thought you might like if we film inside and outside the castle, a bit of the history.
It's a bit of a special place.
Yeah, it's lovely there. If any of you have been there, you'll know it's really nice place.
A special place in more ways than one.
Yes.
Yeah. But we'll save that for the vlog. It's quite unique.
Yeah, and the little church and the coastland and the bridge going over to the island.
Right, so I'm just beginning to piece together the widthway part of the raised bed. So I've used these old stakes that we cut with the chainsaw and I've put 3 bits of decking onto them. Just got to make sure that they're all level. And then basically we're just going to screw them in, 2 screws on each plank on either side. Right, so we're getting there slowly. So I banged those 2 widthway panels into the ground using the sledge and I've attached the bottom 2 just to make sure that I've got the spacing right. So now it's a case of popping these on, just making sure that they're all nice and level and in line with each other, and then we can just screw them in and then that's the main frame of it done. So this bit is entirely optional, you don't have to do it, but I would recommend doing it until he's just chucking weeds in for the chickens. That's what that noise was. So I would add supports to the middle, like lengthways on your decking, add some supports because it will stop the beams from pushing out. So I just use one of the stakes that we've got left over and we'll just whack it all the way down to the level here and then screw it in. Well, that's it. It's nearly done. It's nearly there. There's a few bits to do. So we need to add a lining inside, so this will stop the wood from rotting, but we'll do that a different day because it's
I know dark. I'm so pleased with it. I mean, Tom's done this in the morning. And he's so particular when he makes things. It's really, really nice, so handy. And look, you can just like bend over like that.
Yeah, and you're going to have shallots in this one, aren't you?
I think so, yeah. That's what we decided, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then there will be a slightly bigger raised bed to the other side of it where we'll be growing our cauliflower.
Yes, yeah.
We'll do the lining another day, and then it's just a case of filling it. It looks odd, right? It's not completely level. So, I mean, it might look level on here for you guys. It's not level because our whole site slopes. And also the chicken area is built on a slope. I've leveled it so it looks in line. As you can see from the footage now, it looks level, but it does actually slant a bit. But shh, don't tell anyone.
No, I think you'd never know, and it's really, really sturdy. Gosh.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Proper job.
Yeah, it's really good.
We've got to go record something for another channel, actually. So this will be a video that you see going up on Richard Taylor Gardening.
Yeah.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
So we're going to record our 3 questions for him.
Yes.
Go subscribe to Richard Taylor Gardening if you haven't already.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And yep, he sent us 3 questions, and we'll just have a go. Yeah, so brilliant.
Good morning.
Morning. Hello. It's Saturday the 18th of January today, and we've come up here a bit later than the plan because we've just been playing log Tetris at home.
We had a delivery of logs and we had to get them in the store.
Yeah, so that was a fun morning. Yeah. So today, as you have probably seen already, we dug over a patch for our red and white onions to go in. So we mixed in all the chicken manure and chicken straw just to richen up the soil. Today we're going to lay down the path in between the 2 plots because we've been meaning to do this for a while now, haven't we?
We have, and it's literally the last path that needs doing. And then it will be all ready for when we're starting to, we're just basically tidying things up, getting things ready for when we're planting, isn't it, really, basically?
Yeah, and then hopefully, I was just talking to our neighbour, and the onion sets have come in to the trading shed, so I'll be picking those up soon. But he said apparently you shouldn't plant onion sets until April.
See, I don't know, we've never grown onions.
No, Tilly does them, but I think she doesn't really put them in until later, but
should ask.
Yeah, we'll check. So yeah, we're going to build this path, just show you what we're doing along the way, and then we're going to chuck down some more wood chip in the paddocks. Yeah,
they are looking a bit slippy.
Yeah, everyone's like up here getting wood chip this morning.
We've had another delivery by the looks of it. Yeah, and it looks like good stuff.
Right, let's crack on. Right, so I've got this decking here. As you've probably seen, it's the same stuff that we used with Tilly's raised bed, so it's all pre-treated. Basically, these are going to make up the sides of the path to stop all the wood chip flowing over and all the mud coming onto the path as well. So what I've done as well is cut these little pegs, we'll call them pegs, and these are going to go into the side of the decking, get screwed in, and then we can hammer these into the ground and then they'll stay in place. Right, with all the pegs screwed into the panels, it's putting it in the ground and making sure that it's nice and evenly spaced. So I'm just measuring that. So this is really easy to bash in today because we've dug all this over. Here's one side that's completely done. As you can see, these are like really nice kickboards to stop anything coming out onto the path and also wood chip going into those plots as well. So just gotta bash this one in.
Who's here?
Midnight has come to help.
Hello. Oh
no.
Camera shy. Oh, round my legs.
But he hasn't seen you for a while, has he?
No, he hasn't. Bless him. Hello.
Right, so let's get this inner support post in. It's so easy to bash in. Makes a change. I remember doing this in the summer and it was just horrendous because the soil was so dry. Right, we'll get that drilled and then we're going to go and have lunch with Nick and Tilly. Looks like something's happening at Tilly's.
Lunchtime.
Hello.
Oh, it's the outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, outdoor kitchen.
Look at this, guys.
Can someone reach to turn the beans off, please? No.
That one?
No, turn them off.
Oh, turn them off. Sorry. My hearing's terrible. Right, they're off.
Well, that was a nice, lovely allotment lunch, wasn't it?
Why did you keep it rolling?
No.
Oh.
All the way through.
It was quite yummy. Yeah, chicken, sausages, bacon, eggs.
Chicken? I didn't have any chicken.
Baked beans.
Chickens.
Oh, chicken sandwiches.
It's nice to have lunch up here though, isn't it? Even in the winter.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But now we've got to get
to work.
back to work, yeah.
I'm having a cup of tea first.
Oh yeah, I need a coffee actually.
Yeah,
Is the gas gone?
I don't
Very
know.
low.
It's so cold though, it
Yeah, the
doesn't...
gas.
So after that slap up lunch, we've got the ground sheet down on the path and we're just tucking it in, and it's just a case of using pegs to keep it in place, and then we can put the wood chip on top.
Job done.
And it's getting cold, isn't it? It's quite chilly.
It is a little bit. Roll on spring.
Using good old foot rake, just gonna get all this wood chip covered all the way down the end of the path. So like with paths, some people, rather than using the ground sheet, will use cardboard. So you can use cardboard on top of the soil and then put the wood chip on top. It's like a natural way of doing it, but we've always had success with the ground sheet, haven't we?
Yeah.
So basically for us, the ground sheet works better. You know, you can do what you want, can't you, on your own allotment, but the ground sheet definitely works better for us. And so far we've not had any weeds bursting through any of our paths, so the proof is in the pudding. All right, that's done.
Looks nice and neat and tidy. Splits it off just to make it a bit easier, because it is hard to control a massive plot, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, this one we had all of our early potatoes in last year, didn't we? And it was just too big.
We've still got another two big plots over there for like big things, but it's just nice to split them up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, next year, well, not next year, this year, we've got red and white onions going in this one, haven't we?
Red, white, isn't it?
No, this is leeks with the one with the green manure. So this will be, we'll dig all this in
so
come
leeks,
the time.
So half white, half red in here, yeah. And then just for a bit of decor, I'm going to put some nice bulbs in here, a few flowers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? And it's also because we run out of ground sheet at the end. Don't tell anyone. Right, well, do you know what? Just to be particular, I'm going to send a drone up and have a look at how neat that path is.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, definitely. But I'm a bit worried because there's seagulls around, and they were dive bombing the drone the other day, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, they're getting a bit too bossy around here. Where's Bill and Bong, the crows?
I don't know. Not seen them for a while. There's no drone footage. I forgot to bring the drone with me. However, fear not, a few days have passed. It is now Tuesday the 22nd of January, and I have come back up here to work on that plot again, the one where we're putting our red and white onions in. Tilly actually reminded me, you know, we've got so much chicken manure compost that's just sat there waiting to be used. So I'm going to add more of it to that bed. We've got a couple of months to let it rot down into the soil, and I'm going to give it a good working with the hoe, just to make sure that that soil is nice and nourished, ready for the onion sets to go in. So there's my barrow full of chicken manure compost, and as you can see, it's good stuff. It is full of worms. The cheeky robin has come back to have a little snack. I was thinking about the best way to do this, whether to hoe it first, chuck the manure on, and then hoe it again. But do you know what? I think I'm just going to chuck the manure on first, and then I'll hoe it and dig it in again. This soil is going to be so good. It's going to be amazing. And there is plenty more chicken manure where this came from. Oh, look at this. Lovely stuff. This is going to do the soil so much good. So now I'm just going to work all of this in with the hoe. I know some people might say, well, just leave it, you know, do the whole no dig thing, but you know, each to their own. I may potentially look at doing no dig stuff in the future, but right now I'm very happy with the workout digging gives me. So I'm all for digging for victory, as they say. So we've got one wheelbarrow full of chicken manure in here. I need to go and pick up another one. We'll do that top on, but I'll get this hoed over. And then I have got the drone today, so we'll send up the drone and see what it looks like from above. We are having some horrendously wet and windy weather in the UK at the moment. I've just come up to the plot on a Monday morning amidst a break of the torrential downpours that we've been having. I was actually a little bit concerned about our garlic because last year Tilly's garlic wasn't so great because it did get very wet, and we're having the same sort of conditions. So what I'm doing today, under Tilly's advice, a top tip, is simply going around the bed with the fork, pushing it down as deep as it will go, and just making some holes to allow the water to drain down deeper into the soil, not rest on the surface and damage those bulbs that are forming. So with the forking complete, I thought I'd just show you the garlic because you guys haven't seen it for a while. So at the top there, we have the Silent White, we have our elephant garlic in the middle there, and down here we have the Topadrome. So they're doing okay. I think they're looking all right. I mean, time will tell, won't it, really? We'll have to see what happens with all this wet weather. But we've had several quite hard frosts, so I'm hoping those bulbs will be nice and split, forming into lovely little cloves. So anyway, I'm not planning on staying up here too long today. It's far too cold, and I think I'm very lucky just to have this break in the rain as it is. But, you know, I do hope those garlic are going to be okay. We'll have to see. They're one of our top crops, I would say, because we get through so much garlic in our household. How about you guys? What are you looking forward to growing most this year? Let us know in the comments. Chilies and peppers are also at the top of my list too. And next week I'll give you a little look at what's been going on with those. They've been potted on, but I'll show you that in the next video. So as always, thank you ever so much for watching the Allotment Family Diary. Please do drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment because we love reading and replying to all of your lovely comments. Just as a quick side note, if you've been wondering where the dogs are lately, well, our lurcher Alfie, the 14-year-old lurcher, hasn't been doing so well lately. He is on medication. He has some problems with his back legs, and it's to do with his nerves basically. So he's not been at the plot, but I will try and catch you guys up with him and have a look and see how he's doing next week. Anyway, from me, Tom, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.